In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. What the Bible says. God created the universe, including the earth, in the indefinite past, in the beginning, as Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 says. Modern science agrees that the universe had a beginning. A recent scientific model suggests it to be almost 14 billion years old. The Bible also describes 6 days of creation. However, it does not say that these were 24-hour days. Genesis chapter 1 verse 31, in fact, the Bible uses the word day to refer to various lengths of time. For example, it calls the entire period of creation the day that Jehovah God made earth and heaven. Genesis chapter 2 verse 4, evidently, these days of creation lasted many thousands of years. Psalm chapter 90 verse 4. Why it matters. The false ideas of creationists could lead you to dismiss the Bible altogether. On the other hand, if the Bible actually contains a credible account of creation, you stand to benefit from its storehouse of practical wisdom. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 21. Did God use evolution to create life on earth? God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds." Genesis chapter 1 verse 24. What the Bible says. God did not make life in a simple form and allow it to evolve into more complex forms. Instead, He created basic kinds of complex plants and animals, which then reproduced according to their kinds. Genesis chapter 1 verses 11, 21, 24. This process, which continues today, has resulted in the earth being filled with the same kinds of life that God originally created. Psalm chapter 89 verse 11. The Bible does not specify how much variation can occur within a kind, as might result when animals within a kind interbreed and adapt to their environment. While some view such adaptations as a form of evolution, no new kind of life is produced. Modern research supports the idea that the basic categories of plants and animals have changed little over vast periods of time. Why it matters. The Bible's scientific accuracy in describing basic kinds of life strengthens its credibility in other areas, including history and prophecy. Where did the raw material of the universe come from? I stretched out the heavens with my own hands. Isaiah chapter 45 verse 12. What the Bible says. God is the source of infinite power, or energy. Job chapter 37 verse 23, this is significant, because scientists have learned that energy can be converted into matter. The Bible says that God Himself is the source of the vast dynamic energy that produced the universe. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 26, God promises to use His power to sustain His creation, for the Bible says regarding the sun, moon, and stars, God keeps them established forever and ever. Psalm chapter 148 verses 3 to 6. Why it matters. The astronomer Alan Sandage once said, "Science cannot answer the deepest questions. As soon as you ask why is there something instead of nothing, you have gone beyond science." Not only does the Bible explain creation in a way that harmonizes with science, but it also answers questions that science cannot, such as, what is God's purpose for the earth and for mankind?